Now we move on to our next awardee, Mr. Muralidharan Natarajan. He can be rightly described as someone with many feathers in his cap. Right from being the Vice President of Wipro Limited and Managing Director at Informix International, let us hear from Mr. Rajaram Rao about how Mr. Muralidharan scaled such heights on the ladder of success.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morning and good afternoon to all the friends in Google and also in YouTube. And happy Holi to all of us. It is with honor and pride that VJTI Alumni Association on 28th day of March 2021 felicitates Mr. N. Muralidharan with the Distinguished Alumnus Award. Sir, we are truly privileged to have an alumnus of your distinction among us. After pursuing Bachelor's in Mechanical Engineering from VJTI, you went on to pursue Diploma in Supply Chain Management. You have also been trained as an executive coach by Right Management and you are distinguished member of IIMM. Your exemplary work as the President of Wipro Limited has won you great acclaim. You have been instrumental in pivoting the Indian manufacturing and energy domain. You served as a Managing Director of South Asia Operations at Informix International Inc. and also as a Country Manager with SGI Inc. for their India operation and MD and VP at jobstreet.com, one of the leading Asian job portals. Another feather in your cap is the time you spent in executive coaching, mentoring and consulting and helping people to realize their true potential and reach great heights. You have coached senior leaders across industry verticals like manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, information technology, FMCG, consulting and finance and securities and retail and have over 2,500 plus hours of executive coaching experience over both functional and behavioral areas. Your family trust, Sri S. Nagarajan and Srimati N. Jayalakshmi Charitable Trust, that is SNNJ Charitable Trust, has always been committed to award scholarship to the student to help them financially for their uninterrupted education. The trust is committed to award such scholarship on a regular basis for years to come. Thank you, sir. While these achievements speak for themselves, you have decked them with years of hands-on experience and have provided leadership in the field of technical education. The most impressive aspect of your strong commitment to your profession and your industry, you have been stellar example of leadership in your field. We, the chairman and members of the VJTI Alumni Association, facilitate you with Distinguished Alumnus Award. With profound respect, admiration and pride, we salute your contribution for the students and society. We wish you a hale and hearty life ahead. Thank you for your work to take VJTI's name sky high. Chairman and members of the VJTI Alumni Association. Thank you. Back to the host.
Thank you so much, Rajaram sir, for enlightening us with the journey of Mr. Muralidharan. I now request Nandan Muralidharan, son of Mr. Muralidharan Natarajan, to please felicitate him with the Distinguished Alumnus Award on behalf of VJTI Alumni Association for his extraordinary achievements.
Good evening. On behalf of VJTI Alumni Association, I am pleased to felicitate Mr. N. Muralidharan, who has been conferred the Distinguished Alumnus Award for the year 2020.
While congratulating Mr. Muralidharan Natarajan for being amongst our most distinguished alumni, I thank his son Nandan Muralidharan for felicitating him. I now request Mr. Muralidharan to please grace us with a few words in the spirit of the entrepreneur that he is.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everyone wherever you are. I hope I'm visible and audible too.
Yes, sir.
The director, thank you. The director of our institute, Dr. Patel, Ms. Shroff, the chairman of Alumni Association, Mr. Kalyan, and all the past chairmen of Alumni Association, the senior faculty members of the institute who are in this program, the other office bearers of Alumni Association, students, friends, my family members, last but not the least, my batchmates, some of whom have logged in for this event far and wide, fellow distinguished alumni, my friend Nitin Shah, the Lifetime Achievement Awardee, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me extend my hearty congratulations to Ms. Sujata Soparkar, Dr. Rajesh Parekh, Mr. Sunil Chari, and my own classmate, Nitin Shah, who has been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm extremely honored, happy, and humbled to be recognized as the Distinguished Alumnus for the year 2020. VJTI is a venerable and a distinguished educational institution that stands for excellence. And when I look at the names of the earlier awardees of this award, I consider it a huge privilege to be on the same page with those illustrious people. This is truly a dream come true when I look back at the professional and the personal journey of mine. No. Don't get confused. I'm not saying I always had a dream of being awarded with this award. Let me explain what I meant. Like most families of the independent India, ours too was a middle-class family who set great goals for their children and dreamt big. We lived in Vadala, very close to VJTI, where VJTI is, and it had the best of the educational institutions all around. So whenever we were on a stroll in the area, my parents would point out at VJTI, keep reminding me, this is where you should get into if you want to be an engineer. And also talk about success of one of our relatives who had done his textile engineering from VJTI then, and how well he was doing professionally. So actually the target was set even when I was in my primary school. Hence, when I made it to the institute VJTI in 1973, it surely was a proud and a dream moment for all of us in the family. The second proud moment came when I graduated in 1977 and already had a campus job on hand. Those were set goals. But when I heard Mr. Kalyan, the chairman of Alumni Association, about this prestigious award being conferred on me, it was the third proud moment of being a VJTI. The only difference this time being it was not on the agenda and not a set goal. So it was all the more welcome. My parents, of whom my mother is watching this event, played a significant role in shaping me and my siblings. The oft used word of middle class values was something we were fused in and has stood us all in good stead when faced with conflicts. When I look back, the choices that were made and the choice that was made to let me be in the hostel helped me in shaping my personality for the better as much as it did in terms of academic achievements. The hostel was a melting pot of cultures and helped develop perspectives and most importantly, friends for life. My leadership skills and social network were formed when I joined and worked with marquee organizations. I owe quite a bit to all my supervisors who coached me and mentored me, and also to my co-colleagues in this professional journey. I must say a few words about the Alumni Association and its role in getting me hooked back to VJTI. A chance meeting with my classmate, who was then the head of the mechanical engineering department, Dr. Medha Dara, helped me reconnect with the alumni office. It was my good fortune that I met Mr. Satish Kaziji Mr. Chandrakant Shah, Mr. Umesh Doshi, and Mr. Kalyan, who helped me in various ways to put together a system to award scholarships, 4 scholarships to deserving students from the mechanical engineering department. Every year, through our family trust, Shri S. Natarajan and Srimati N. Jayalakshmi Charitable Trust. The process was further honed by Mr. Prakash Shingankar this year, and now the system works like a very robust stone. We have so far been able to touch the lives of about 33 VJTIs and help them finish their engineering courses. The attempt of our trust, to quote Mr. Kazi, has been to help at least 4 students every year not to think of stopping education for want of means. The most satisfying moment happened this year when one of the SNNJ scholars, our trust, we have a short form called SNNJ, one of the SNNJ scholars of our trust from the earlier years, I think of the 2016 batch, Sarabjit Dev, along with his other classmate, Shrikar and Karthik, set up a similar scholarship for needy students. The multiplier effect that such actions by alumni is truly amazing and magical. VJTI is a 133-year-old institution. During our times, about 350 graduates used to pass out. And since last couple of decades, I think it's about 1,400 students who pass out every year. Now, folks, do your math. How many graduates has this institution given to the industry at large? However, our life membership of the Alumni Association is abysmal. This is the minimum that we can do as VJTNs. The minimum that we can do is to take the first step and become a life member. Now, please make it a habit to visit the institute if you're already in Bombay or when you come to Bombay from outside. I'm sure the alumni office will help facilitate this visit of yours. During the second step of visiting the institute, when you walk through the corridors of your branch, when you walk through the canteen area where you spent hours and hours missing the classes, when you had fun at the quadrangle, what it will do to you is connect you back emotionally to the institute. And this is a very important connection which can set you thinking. I'm certain from then on, you will automatically keep thinking, what is that I can do and give back to the institution to make it an even better place? We heard Dr. Patel speak about it very concerningly in his opening remarks. I think the alumni has got a huge, huge role to play. There are many ways in which you can be of help to the institute. You can participate in being a mentor to the student, do guest lectures to the students in the Industry Connect program, get students engaged in some exciting and competitive projects, get your batchmates together and take up some improvement projects at the institute through the alumni office. The alumni office is a great place, let me tell you, friends, to convert your thoughts into action. And I'm saying this from my personal experience. As I conclude, receiving this prestigious award would not have been possible without the support of so many people who shaped my life. So as I sign off, I'd like to single out these people. First of all, my parents. My late father, who instilled in me the joy of giving. He would say, et kinchita in Sanskrit, which means give whatever you can. Quantum is not relevant. It is the thought and the act to share that is. My mother, who has been responsible in instilling the competitive spirit in us, at the same time drilling in the right values. My wife Janaki and sons Nakul and Nandan, as also daughters-in-law Vidya and Saumya, who actively participate and support me in the various charitable acts that our family trust is involved in. I must also thank my extended family, my siblings, my brother, and my sister too, who support me in executing some of these initiatives. I must also thank my supervisors who helped me become successful a very successful executive and an entrepreneur too. My classmates, who today are even closer than the college days, thanks to the various social media tools that we use to be together. And especially, I would like to thank Uday Godbole, who I understand sent my nomination to the special panel in the alumni office for consideration for this award. Last but not the least, the alumni office itself, I want to thank, who have actually given me a second chance to reconnect with the institute, be part of some of the projects through their special committees, and conferred on me the Distinguished Alumnus Award. I think Nitin and me, Nitin Shah, the Lifetime Achiever of this year's award, and me have some unique bragging rights. The Alumni Association can correct me, but I think this is the first time two people from the same batch are being recognized for their contributions. So I think we do have some right for the bragging. I will hold VJTI and this award forever in my heart. Thank you all for your patient listening. Let God bless us all. Stay safe, get vaccinated, and stay healthy. I will also borrow from Mrs. Shroff to say Jai Hind, Jai VJTI. Thank you very much.
Jai Hind, sir. So we'll always remember your encouraging words and the efforts you undertook for us in times of strife. And we thank you for taking out your time for us. We promise to keep up VJTI's reputation for the great institute it already is as VJTI's current students. Now, we move on to our next